Hello, welcome back. We have a game number 2 for Wolves versus Mousesports, and we have Mouse this time on the Radiant side, and Copenhagen Wolves on the Dire side. And this is a match for GosuLeague, as the previous match was, and it's two matches between each team in the competition, or in the league, I should say. And for each win that they get a point. Team with the most points at the end of the season wins. That's how it goes. And that's what this one is for. And for this one, Mouse already got 1 point because they won the previous game. And let's see if Wolves can take it back by getting in the next game. And I have to just point out that a hero like Wisp, Rubik, Luna are in the game. And we did not see them banned nor picked in the previous game. I just want to point them out that they're still there. We already have the drafting phase going on, as you can see above me, kinda. Yeah, above me. Yeah. Around me. Oh, yeah, sorry. We have some bans. We have got a Brewmaster, a Nature's Prophet, and a Tinker ban out from Mouse, as we have got a Darkseer and a Broodmother ban out from Copenhagen Wolves, and I'm quite surprised Lycan is still in. We might see that one banned out, but they're taking their time, so it might be something different. It is something different. Hello, Lycan. Mouse, well, yeah, they want to go for Lycan. They can't afford to leave him in the pool. As Invoker was the one that got banned out. So what do we still have? And we still have a Leshrac. We still have, well, we have a lot of heroes actually, because there's a lot of heroes that are normally still in the, well, normally already banned out. We have a Chen still in, Enchantress, Shadow Demon. Huh. We will see though. Let's see what Wolves comes up with. They probably, well, they probably were expecting Mouse to pick up that Lycan, because otherwise you would have banned him out as a second team to be picking. But it looks like they have not decided yet what to go for. They're gonna go for the Enchantress and the Leshrac, picking up as well a jungle hero, and the Leshrac is basically an all-rounder. You could go solo, you could go support, you could go dual lane, you could do everything basically. So we might see a CK coming out of those of Wolves as well. And picking up an Enchantress kinda ensures that if Mouse does pick up the Chen, they at least have the better of the two, as Enchantress is the counter towards the Chen. And with the better of the two is the hero that's going to be aggressive a lot faster, a lot earlier than the Chen is. And you can steal Chen creeps all the time. Of course, later game is probably not as nice, because Enchantress will still have to continue to go back into the jungle, but it looks like they might want to go for a bit more early game pressure. If they have, I mean, if you got a gank, if you got a gank going on the lane where the Leshrac is also Enchantress joining that lane for the gank, you instantly have got a Leshrac pushing if the gank is successful, Leshrac pushing, and Enchantress creep pushing, and then whichever hero is there as well pushing, and that's going to be a tower. And that can be very early. Enchantress can already come out of the jungle with 2 creeps at a very early level. Lone Druid, another pushing hero being picked up by Wolves. As for Mouse, we see some picks up. We see a Earthshaker as well as a Windrunner, leaving a lot of options open for them, as in doesn't really give anything away. Of course, they have a jungle hero in the Lycan. They can put the Windrunner anywhere solo. They can lane the Earthshaker with anybody. They could even put up in a dual lane with the Windrunner and still go for 2 solo lanes. It is just good ones. And of course, these two heroes, both the Windrunner and the Earthshaker, is together with the Beastmaster, are 3 heroes that are probably the best counter pushers out there, as in clearing creep waves. Because of Fissure, Power Shot, Axes, it's just a lot of counter push that way. And if you already know that Wolves is going to be pushing hard, well, then that's a very good way to do it. For Mouse, we have a ban out for the Venomancer, as they don't want Wolves to have that one as well, because those wards should not be underestimated, and as a pushing strength as well. And Enigma banned out by Wolves. They just don't want to have those black holes again, I guess. Kind of killed up their Tidehunter earlier. Maybe they want to go for Tidehunter once again. Let's see what the last ban out is going to be from Mouse. What do we still have in? We still have a CK in. That's not going to be, well, now not anymore, because he gets banned out. So the CK Leshrac lane is not going to happen this time. As for Wolves, the last ban out could basically any solo lane that they could still think of, because of course Mouse still needs that solo lane, one more solo lane, unless they're gonna not run Lycan in jungle, which would be very unlikely. But yeah, they go for the Beastmaster. Not surprised there. Counter pusher and the solo lane in one. No longer in the pool. Crystal Maiden will be picked up by Mouse. They are again looking for that carry. Let's see if this time they're gonna be able to pick up the Anti-Mage, or if they're gonna go for Morphling again, because that worked out great in the previous game. And for example, on their side we have an Enchantress, and that's gonna be a very squishy target if there's indeed gonna be a Ethereal Blade up very quickly, like we saw last game. Well, fairly quickly. It was very quickly. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. Wolves pick up in their court, on their side. That is, balls in their court. Let's pick up on their side. Shadow Demon will be picked up here as their support, so that indicates that the Leshrac is gonna be the one to farm. And Leshrac Shadow Demon is of course a great lane, but then again, everything almost with the Shadow Demon is a great lane, as they still could pick up almost anything as their last pickup. Although they probably want some team fight going on right there. Or some extra ganking power, because they have a lot of pushing power now, but ganking power not yet. And there's Puck. That was not what I was expecting. But it is, once again, it is just a very good counter pusher. Its illusionary orb is just, they just go full counter push. They know what wolves want to do, so they're gonna make sure that they can't do that. Let's see how it works out for them though. I'm just thinking in terms of who's gonna be playing what. I mean, will Black be playing that Lycan then? He might be. He might be.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see though. Maybe.
5 seconds remaining.
A little unusual. Bit unusual picks for Mouse, but we're gonna see how that works out for them. It even looks like it's almost gonna be a tri lane or two dual lanes. Then it's more likely. But if a Crystal Maiden or Earthshaker is gonna go solo, that would be a bit awkward. Or if they're gonna be on a dual lane with Earthshaker farming. That would be interesting. Now that is what I would want to see. Puck solo, Windrunner solo, dual lane Crystal Maiden or Shaker, and Lycan in the jungle. Let's see though. We'll see when we go into the game. We have a last pickup left for Wolves, as they are deciding what to go for. I mean, they still have a solo lane to fill if they wanted. Like maybe a Death Prophet would be a great one here, for example, just to be able to silence up the opponents, and of course also be able to push very hard. And it has basically the same qualities as a Lone Druid has. You can just stand at the base of at the bottom of the base for the tier 3 tower, you know, at the bottom of the stairs, and hit the tower once, so your Exorcism Spirits will be able to hit the tower just like the bear will hit the tower from the Lone Druid without putting himself in danger. So let's see though. Taking their time. 14 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Omni-Knight.
I'm glad I didn't mention any more heroes than the Death Prophet, because I would never have guessed Omni-Knight. I'm very curious to see how that will go. Of course, Omni-Knight and Shadow Demon could be a good combination as well, because Omni-Knight can just also walk up to the target and do his heal straight afterwards on himself, for example, right next to the target as he comes out. But it is a very unorthodox pick. We will see. Let's see who's playing what. Let's first see the whole map, rather than just the drafting phase screen. Okay, so we have got S4 playing the Omni-Knight, same player that played the Tidehunter earlier. We have a support Shadow Demon, played by Henry Dickinson, or Henry D. or Dickinson. We have Calculus playing the Leshrac. Zadino is going to be playing the Enchantress, and last but not least, it's going to be Balsam on the Lone Druid on the top lane. I'm not sure what's being drawn on the map right now, but oh well. And we indeed have, like the chat already called out, we have Sing Sing on the Puck for Mouse on the Radiant side. It should not come as a surprise that 1437 is going to be playing that Crystal Main. Sexy Bamboo is going to be playing that Earthshaker, playing the Initiator role once again, or the ganking role. PowerNet is going to be playing the Lycan, and it's going to be Black on the Windrunner, so I'm very interested to see what's going on there. If it is indeed going to be a trial lane with Windrunner be the one to farm, it could well be. Some harassment going off for the Crystal Main here. And a ward being played. Sentry ward instantly. And it's being blinked here. They know that it's here and they can just kill it off from the low ground probably. There they go. Killing it off. But what can you do against it? No, Fishers. They both decided to go for a different one. The ward still drops, it just costs them some mana, and they place their own ward in the river there. And there's another ward as well. So we'll have a solo lane, middle lane, power net, Lycan. No jungle hero for them. No jungle hero for Mouses. Well, Lycan with his wolves, he is able to get a lot of lane control with the wolves, and of course harass that Omni Knight as well. Omni Knight is going to be in the middle. He is on his in his turn able to control lane a lot as well, because if the wolves descend on him, he can just heal himself and he should be fine. And not only that, he will damage the wolves in that process too, which hopefully will kill them for his sake, because they do give gold and experience. It looks like Black is going to be indeed the one to farm on this bottom lane, where there's a Shadow Demon and Leshrac combination. Crystal Main will be there to help him out, just like Sexy Bamboo will be there to help him out if needed as well. As they will be going for this tri-lane here. On the top lane, in the meantime, it's going to be Puck versus the Lone Druid. Both of these should really not die. Both can be very careful. If there's one to die, it's probably going to be Balsam, though, if he lets himself get caught out. In the meantime, in the forest, we see Leshrac thinking about a stun, but he's not going to go for it. Disruption is not there for Shadow Demon yet either. I mean, that's kind of the initiation that they need. One disruption on the target, stun to follow it up on, and hopefully by the time they do that, Leshrac will be level 2, so there will be an Edict as well. Because that's just a lot of single target nuke damage. And we have Enchantress with the Centaur moving towards the bottom lane, as it's now tri-lane versus tri-lane, plus Centaur, kinda. And the Centaur actually got locked in. Lands a stun up on the Crystal Main. Just some nice harassment though. Yep. Shadow Demon thinking about moving in. If Crystal Main wouldn't have moved back there, that might have been very dangerous for her, but she did move back, so no kill yet. As this lane, I mean, this is probably the most dangerous lane, as in the bottom lane. Sorry, I just checked the other lane because it's quite curious how that is going. With Lycan being 8 for 1, Omni Knight being 11 for 0. I love the I'm not particularly fond of Omni Knight hero itself, but I do love the sound that his hammer makes when he hits something. It's just BAM every time. Splat. It's nice. I'm gonna pick up a haste rune, unless it's gonna get the knight, which is not. Enchantress in some trouble. Frostbite. Fisher was already there. The power shot to go through. Over my click, but no, there's the heal from the Omni Knight, who has the Ace Rune chasing down once they get the Crystal Maiden. In the meantime, we have a disruption going off on the Windrunner, and Frostbite on Omni Knight. Fleur's Blood goes towards the Windrunner, taking care, or actually it goes towards the Enchantress, taking care of the Windrunner. Windrunner still goes down as well. Actually, it was a trade. Wow. Let me put up this screen. Enchantress killed off the Windrunner as the first blood, as we see. Windrunner picking off the Enchantress, so they killed off each other. Omni Knight killed off Crystal Main. That was the one that we followed, so we did see her going down. As well, the Windrunner going down. It was a disruption. There was a stun from Leshrac to follow it up, and that was just almost a clear kill. But she at least got the last hit in on the Enchantress, so it wasn't totally in vain. And even though she did not get the experience for the kill, and nor the first blood money, it's at least well. If you're gonna die, you better take someone with you. It's the best situation you can hope for if you're gonna die anyway, which was about the case with that combination. And that would have made Leshrac level 2. He was not at level 2 yet before that one. Balsam being forced out here by Sing Sing. Sing Sing, who is 10 for 4 right now, with Balsam being 13 for 6, so still very even. Enchantress in the jungle. 15 for 2. For the Lycan, as Omni Knight is 21 for 2. I mean, even with Omni Knight leaving the lane to go into the jungle to help out with those kills on the bottom lane, and then getting a kill for himself as well, PowerNet still has not managed to catch up on S4. One wolf was scouted out the ruin. That's one extra thing you can do. Oh, Crystal Main is in trouble, getting a net on him. Fisher will try to save him. Nice Fisher. Edict going off as well. Won't reach the Crystal Main though, but there comes the Omni Knight blocking in the path, and that's gonna be the last hit for the Omni Knight. His heal helping out there with a lot of burst damage for Crystal Main that is just level 2, and an Omni Knight that has his heal as level 3. It's just a lot of damage. And now he has 2 kills already. He's definitely taking the lead on this middle lane, as he's now level 6. In the meantime, we have Earthshaker being chased into the jungle, into the wrong jungle though. Where is he gonna go? Doesn't have Butch yet either. And Omni Knight there once again. I mean, this is probably gonna be Sexy Bamboo to die, and he knows that, so he's gonna try to deny himself to creeps. Won't be able to do so though. Omni Knight getting a 3rd kill for himself with his purification. In the meantime, Sixty taking some damage as well. Does have his face shift still if he wants to use it. There you go, and pops the salve as well. Salve is getting in wow, silence. This might be turning around. Lone Druid actually going down here. Sing Sing staying alive. Very low on HP, but he did stay alive. That salve just It only healed for a small amount, but that small amount was exactly what he needed to take that kill. Turn and burn. And of course, it looks like this Omni Knight is doing very good for himself. One thing that we must not forget, I mean, Power is not really taking the control over the lane. He's not really winning the lane, so to speak. But it's a Lycan, and there's a reason he's banned out so much. False fight, Omni Knight, recall on himself will make him get away. It's just like a free BKB you get. That's a very nice thing to have, of course. Wintrunner standing back here. He's not going to be able to farm all that much out of fear of getting a disruption in the sun. It's just a very likely possibility. And of course they don't have a ward anymore, so they don't know where everybody is. They can't afford themselves to let themselves get caught out. Roshan is going to try to scout out some. He will find the Enchantress in the jungle. It is nighttime now though, so the vision is not that extended anymore. Lycan is going to try to farm some creeps with his wolves, actually stacking up this group a lot. 30 for 2. It's gonna get some extra farm that way. Omni Knight 32 for 2. 34 for 2 actually. Goldgraph heavily in favor, heavily. For 6 minutes this is heavily. Disruption going off here. There will be a stun straight afterwards. Windrunner still has his Windrunner level 1 though. Gets stunned once again, and there's another stun. There's gonna be a kill for sure. Last hit goes to Leshrac with his Edict. 3 versus 1. It's just not an easy fight. And Earthshaker knows what he has to do, and he's just backing off, hoping that they didn't spot him, which they probably didn't. But it will cost them a tier 1 tower. That's what I said earlier. I mean, if you're gonna have this lane up with Leshrac lane and Shadow Demon, if there is a successful gank, which there was, it's almost certainly gonna be a tower with Leshrac pushing, with an Enchantress pushing with her creeps. At the same time, by the way, on the top lane, Lone Druid going down to the Crystal Main with the last hit, and Sing Sing able to, of course, probably doing the main damage here, land his Dream Coil as well. We're able to take that kill, and I feel like I'm a bit behind here as Lycan takes care of the Omni Knight in the middle lane, so taking the control back there. 37 for 2 right now, and with that level 6, or level 8 rather, he will be able to get a lot more done, and he's building towards his Vladimir, so maybe he'll go also for Roshan pretty soon, as the Dire do not have a ward up on there, but I do expect them to try to do that soon again. Sex Bamboo still level 2 by the way, is taking a lot of harassment from the Enchantress level 4. But here comes the Windrunner, making sure that he's backing off. Shadow Demon wants to do a disruption though. Looking for it. Looking for it. There's a disruption. Soulcatcher, Shadow Poison. Taking some harassment here. Ned is there as well from Enchantress. Fisher going down. Still goes down. Enchantress taking the last hit. Shackle did not work as Windrunner gets stunned. Takes Edict damage from the Leshrac, and there comes Crystal Main trying to help out Lycan here as well, but he's out of mana. Lycan actually killing off the Enchantress with his wolves. He wasn't even there for himself, but the wolves make sure that happened. And Crystal Main still getting a stun, going down to the Leshrac, but Leshrac getting shackled. Wolves still chasing, but there's a heal. There's a heal from the Omni Knight, making sure that he doesn't go down. Disruption up on the Windrunner. He's gonna try to get away from this one. Will do so, and will be safe. Probably, as the chase from Leshrac will not matter anymore. And that fight, I mean, I can't believe that Lycan just took a kill with his wolves. Just that simple like that. Of course, they do a lot of damage, but that fight was just, it was a very even fight actually. It just the most important thing there was that wow, sorry, Puck taking a kill up on Lone Druid. The most important thing was that Lycan took one of the kills. That's the most important thing. Now I can finish my sentence. There we go. I'm focused on all of that. Yes, Lycan took one of the kills, and that's gonna be, well, he's one of those heroes that just, I mean, he already has a lot of farm, he already can do a lot of farm, he can still do a lot with little amount of items, purely because of his ultimate. But those kills actually make him steamroll Snowball a bit harder than he normally would. Yeah, it's just very important kills to get. As the gold graph is dipping towards Wolf, still 3k in favor. The first tower just went down on the Dire side though, so that tower is not taken into account here yet, so we will see a dip back up again. As Mouse is not backing off, they want to go for the tier 2 tower on the top lane. Here comes the Shadow Demon though, disruption on the Crystal Maiden. Do they want to go for that TP's in as well? Crystal Maiden getting stunned and probably gonna go down. The rest of Mouse abandoning the ship and running away from their Lone Druid. Actually got the last kill on the Crystal Maiden, and Lycan and Puck backing off here. They don't want to be caught out. They know what that could mean. They would be outnumbered, and they don't want that tower successfully defended for Wolves. As there was just a bit of overextension because I don't think Mouse knew exactly where they were on the map. Because one thing to point out here is that there's no wards on the map for Mousesports right now. Crystal Main will make sure that will change because she has got wards in her inventory, but there is no wards up, so they did not know where everybody was. Sing invisibility rune. Not sure what he wants to accomplish here though. He's just slightly outnumbered, but then again it's Sing. You never know what he's gonna be up to.
Dire's middle tower, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There comes Crystal Main. Omni Knight might be out of position. There's a silence. Frostbite. TP in as well. Fishers can't go down yet because the repel's on there. Dream Coil catching 4 heroes actually. Nice one, but they can't really go in on that because there's not enough damage to go through. And Omni Knight actually did not get caught in that Dream Coil because of the repel. Tower still goes down. Crystal Main, last one in the line, does not get stunned. We'll try to get away from this one. It's actually taking a detour, leading everybody of Wolves away. And we'll probably stay alive here as the distraction was enough for them to not be able to chase down anybody else anymore. Fisher making sure that Crystal Main was safe and everybody of Mouse is able to back off safely. Even though they did not get a kill and they lost their tower, it's not really that much. In the meantime, the middle lane did continue to get pressured by PowerNet as he took down the tier 1 tower and the tier 2 tower. Well, he didn't really take down the tier 2 tower because the Shrek denied it, but it still went down. So it's a great trade. It's a great trade for them. Even though denied tower is never fun, but if you're gonna have 2 towers, trading versus 1 tower on your tier 1, that's a win. It's definitely in favor. Lycan does have 900 golds again, has got its slabs complete. Still no wards up though, as I am expecting still to see some wards maybe next to the Roshan pit. Oh well. Talking about the Roshan pit. So they figured, okay, Radiant have a hero that can take care of Roshan at this level right now. So what shall we do about it? Shall we just, you know, wait until he comes and gank him there, or shall we just take Roshan for ourselves? And they chose the latter. They chose to go for Roshan for themselves, and with the bear they can do that. Bear is able to tank Roshan up. He has got that massive pool of HP. And he should be able to be fine. This ward actually scouts out this ward, so they will be denied fairly soon. As there's nice counterwarding going on from the Dire side, I have to say. Really keeping control of that map. It's something that you of course have to do if you have a lineup for which you want to gank and then take towers. You have to have that map control. You have to know who is going where, so you know if you can take a tower or not. And so far the towers are even once again. 2k gold in favor still of Wolves though, and that's not just those 2 kills. I mean, if we look at the last hits, that's also gonna be the hero in the jungle for Wolves, which the Dire doesn't have. Well, they do have it now because PowerNet actually moved onto the jungle with his Lycan, but he wasn't there at the start. But Crystal Main and Earthshaker being very low on last hits, and there's 4 heroes farming up on the Dire side. That's just a massive difference. Mechanism already completed up on the Dire side, up on the Omni Knight. Healing himself. He has a mana boot, so we'll be able to spam that out at a quite a high frequency. But then there's so much counter push coming off from Mouse that they're not able to push in yet. Power shot, killing up the creep wave. Together with the orb. That's just yeah, it's a massive nice, nice. Yeah, massive counter push. But yeah, just making sure that the star from the Shrek did not hit phase shift perfectly in time. Still want to go though. They still want to have some form of initiation, and the way that they were looking for it was a stun from the Shrek, but he was not able to get it. He tried twice, and he's now TPing to the top lane, bottom lane to stop PowerNet from pushing in. This time he does land a stun, but he's not able to go in on that because it's just too dangerous to chase down a Lycan. Because if you're gonna do that, then at some point he will turn into his war form, and he will turn around and eat you up. Haste rune up on the Shadow Demon. He has power threat this time. Dream Coil, getting stunned. Nova, Fisher, going down. Frostbite helping out there as well. It's Crystal Main that takes the last hit for that one. Just a quick kill from a hero that was not supposed to be there, most likely. Should not have been there. And it looks like Mouse are ready to push in some more.
No sorceries avail.
Repel. In the meantime, PowerNet still farming, popped his war form. Has got his Necronomicon level 1. We're gonna see him building it up to level 3 probably. Well, yeah, duh. Because it's a great item to have on on a Lycan, his Howl only also reaches his Necronomicon Warrior and Archer, of course, and it's just a massive boost. And if you're up against a team that has a lot of pushing power and you want to be able to not only counter push but also push hard for yourself, Lycan is already able to push hard. We saw that earlier when he took down 2 towers in the time that the other team took down 1. But he's able to push hard with his wolves. But he will push even harder with the Necronomicon, especially if he has the Howl on them as well. 2k gold still in favor. Experience graph is a bit more in favor of Mouse though. 1k right now. As Sexy Mabu is going to try to hide in the jungle. It's getting slowed, getting Edict as well. Stun would be up from Calculus pretty soon. He's not even needed actually. Only Knight taking the last hit with his Purification. 4 versus 1. And what I said earlier about Shadow Demon, once again, for the Earthshaker, he just was not supposed to be there. Trying to get some farm, but it's not enough. He is level 6 though now, so that maybe for him that was worth it to get that level up for him. But, Crystal Maiden is now the lowest level in the game. She is level 5 still. Power shot. Shadow Poison. Not hitting actually. Not long enough range. Orb going through, killing off the creep. TP in from the Lycan. They want to go for this. Sun doesn't land in time, or at least lands too early. Dream Coil. Heal from Omni Knight is a bit too soon. Probably Disruption on Leshrac will save his life. 1437 actually getting entangled, going down to the Enchantress here. There goes the ulti from the Omni Knight, and they want to go for the Earthshaker. They will go for the Earthshaker. Lone Druid taking the last hit for that one, and they will be able to, they will be able to stay alive for the whole engagement here. Sing Sing can't really do anything anymore either. He threw out all his spells already. Mana for the Windrunner is very low as well, and Lycan was not able to do anything there, as he did pop his Wolf form, but he was just not able to do anything. He has mana again now though. He's going back towards the bottom lane because they don't want to deal with that. The 2 support heroes were the only ones that get picked off, so it's the most important heroes to still stay alive, and apparently they still want to go for this. But if they're going to be able to, and that was just Omni Knight's Guardian Angel making sure that was able to happen. Because there's a lot of physical damage coming off from the Radiant team, and with the Radiant team I actually mean Lycan. And that's just, with the Guardian Angel up, you're almost immune to it, so it doesn't really do that much. Shadow Poison, gives him some vision on Sing Sing. There goes the Orb and the Power Shot once again. Lycan's still standing here, by the way, and they know it. They have a ward here. They see him moving. They're just letting him. They're waiting until he's initiating. Nova going off. Doing some harassment. They still want to go for this, though. Shackle does Ledger's Flag through the Omni Knight. There's a silence. There's a Dream Coil. Again, Disruption in the meantime, trying to save Leshrac once again. Will do so. And there's Lycan from the side. Wants to go for Shadow Demon. Goes for Shadow Demon. Gets him as well. Enchantress has her Nature's Attendance up. Gets shackled. Doesn't latch, but doesn't need to latch because it goes down anyway. Lycan getting a double kill for that one. Wants to go for Leshrac next. Is out of his wolf form again though, and will not be able to be fast enough to take that kill for himself, as well as Lycan will be able to back out here. Fisher still going down. Shackle latches Omni Knight to the Lone Druid. They might still go, but his Power Shot finishes off the Omni Knight. A Lone Druid will get picked off here as well. Lycan taking the kill, actually getting a triple kill and all of that, but the timing was a bit off. And there is 4 heroes down, but no heroes down for Mouse this time. And this was just Wolves overstaying their welcome. I mean, they saw the Lycan the whole time. They saw the Lycan the whole time. They knew that he was gonna come there. So they just were hoping that they were able to take it, but it was Mouse that was given the time to set that gank up so well. It's not really a gank. Well, they thought it was a gank, I guess. But it's setting up that fight so perfectly for them that they were definitely able to take that shackle. Does let the Shrek 2 and 3. Lycan wants to go for something, but Fisher makes sure that he can't reach it. Pops his wolf form because his demonic prayer slowed him down too much for his own liking, and is backing off again. In the meantime, everybody's still in this bottom lane. Bottom lane is where the action's at. Who cares about top and middle lane? Nobody yet, anyway, that's for sure. And bottom lane is also the last lane where the tier 1 tower is still up for the dire side. Last tier 1 tower in the game, actually. As the gold craft drops back towards 0, actually 1k to go to 0, but that team fight, this spike is the team fight. We're gonna see the same in experience graph, actually. Experience graph is just heavily in favor of Mouse. And that's just well, they lost a team fight, and then they won a team fight where they got more kills than the kills they lost in the previous ones. That's the difference that we see here. And everybody all wolved on this bottom lane once again. And this is starting to look very much like a game that I saw earlier today for Wolves, where they had a lineup that they wanted to push with, and then they started pushing at some point with 5-man pushes towards the base of their opponents, and just continued pushing with 5 every time. But every time they were not able to make it. I mean, they killed off the towers like they do now, but they were also able to kill off to tier 3 tower. But at some point when the fight started going towards the other team, they just kept going there. It just they were not able to bring it, and that was well, let's see if they're not making the same mistake again, because they send it back off. Gonna go for some more farm. The only danger is, though, if they're gonna go for more farm, they're gonna have to hope that the lone druid is able to take it up against this one here, Lycan. Oh, look at those crits, though. Lycan taking the kill. So, you know, I said earlier, the only hope is that the lone druid is gonna be able to take it up against Lycan. Well, right now that is not the case. He's purchased a pipe. Quite curious to see what's on his bear. I will check it as soon as he's alive again. But Lycan is gonna try to push here. He will be trying to stop from the Enchantress, as Enchantress steals a wolf from him. But you know, that's not that important. Look at the tower, still goes down. There's new wolves there already. Enchantress just harassing the siege creep, but the tower still went down. Lycan taking the last hit for that, and that is Enchantress running away from the wolves. This is just the wolves doing the damage. Sainsy wants to do something to here. Will be able to go here if he wants to with Nature's Attendance. Will make sure that he's changed his mind. Lycan actually going down here to Leshrac. Leshrac, who has a Bloodstone, who is able to just pump out a lot of magical damage here, and will be able to do that. I mean, Shadow Demon went down there in the mix as well, but a Shadow Demon trading for a Lycan is definitely worth it. 1800 gold up on the Lycan, as they hear that the item that he kind of needs is his BKB, which we're probably gonna see him go next for. As we see Crystal Main trying to get away from Leshrac, who did dodge a stun, and will be able to TP out. Blink up on the puck, by the way. The Lycan went down there. Still quite surprised that it actually went down. I think Roshan should be up again soon, indeed, and Mouse probably knows that, so they're gonna check, or they're gonna make sure that they get some vision here. Maybe if they have some runes, if some wards. No, what runes they have, because he just picked up a double damage rune. But no wards. Actually, there's been surprisingly little wards from Crystal Main this game. She does have one in the inventory once again. But the massive reason that is for is the Dire have been able to counter wards so successfully that probably 143.7 said to himself at one point, you know what? I'll just leave it without wards for a while, because this is getting stupid and it's wasting too much gold. Talking about gold, still 1k. I mean, Lycan taking a kill on a tower here, and then getting killed off himself. That's what happened. In the meantime, Omni Knight, who got the first 3 kills, went to 3-0, is now 4 for 2. So, has kind of stagnated in his progress. He has got his mechanism that we saw earlier already. He picked up an ultimate orb as well, so he probably is going to go for a sheep stick. The one thing that you can do first is the Lycan, just disable him as much as you can. And the sheep stick is one of those things that you can do that with. Of course, you're gonna have to wait until his BKB is off, and I say that because I'm still expecting him to go for BKB at some point. But right now he's not going for that. So right now he can just get sheeped at any moment in time. Okay, so let's see what Lone Druid has. Apart from Hood of Defiance and Hadris going for that pipe like we saw earlier. Bear has got a shield, an orb, and boost. No relic up on him though. Balsam just doesn't want that. There's the pipe completed. He's gonna go more for a tanky roll than for a real damage dealer roll, and that might be very, very dangerous for them to do so. I mean, the damage, the burst damage that they have now is Leshrac, magical damage. Omni Knight with Purification, magical damage. Shadow Demon, magical damage. Enchantress, pure damage. But Enchantress is well, it's building towards actually building towards a negative, so it's gonna go for some extra damage there as well. But Lone Druid is the tanky, so they don't really have that many heroes that can pump out the damage apart from magical damage. And since the Radiant team probably know that, they're gonna either by BKBs have some pipes up, make sure that they don't have to deal with that. Nobody building towards a pipe yet though, as there's surprisingly little support items. 4 stuff up on the puck now too. Has got amazing mobility with that. Yeah, Roshan is being taken down by wolves, or being attempted to. And Mouse knows that, so they want to try to go for something here. Power shot going through. They know that they're there. Echo Slam! It was a blinker from the Earthshaker. Fisher going down as well, and that's already Omni Knight going down by the Crystal Main. Leshrac gonna get picked off here as well. Lycan just ripping through him. Wants to go for more pipe up for the Radiant side, for the Dire side rather. He wants to go for Lone Druid. Is he gonna be able to do that? Yes, he is. I think he is. And there goes last hit. Double kill for the Lycan, and the rest of the Wolves is gonna try to back off. Leshrac actually balled back. They don't want to give Roshan away. Leshrac the only one that balled back? I think he is. Yes, he is. PowerNet still goes for Lycan. He's quite ballsy. He knows that. He probably knows that they're there. There's the Fisher, stunning them up, making sure that they can't get through, making sure that Roshan will go to the Radiant side. Shadow Poison going through still, hitting on Windrunner only though, and Sexy Bamboo. And there's the Aegis being picked up by the Lycan. Stun doesn't hit. And they're running away again. That's Roshan secured for Mousesports, as we just saw the power of the Lycan, and of course they have the team fight as well in the Earthshaker. And it was a great initiation from him as well. Everybody was clumped up. Of course, that's the best you can hope for an Earthshaker. Everybody clumped up. Do your Echo Slam, do your Fisher, and I don't think he even died there. So definitely successful for him. He didn't die, did I? Did he? No, he didn't. Nah. Leshrac's Bloodstone up to 4 charges. Down to 4 charges, I should say. Let's see, he's 800 gold on its way for some item that he wants to buy next. We don't know what yet, though. Omni Knight still doesn't have any more than what we saw earlier. Just checking if we can see any extra items. Enchantress still building towards the Aghanims, which we already saw. And 500 gold up on the Lone Druid after he got his 5 completed. So no real exceptional items up on the Radiant side apart from the support items, which are of course very important items to have. But for example, the pipe wasn't up when the Echo Slam came. You know, something. Mechanism being popped by the Radiant team. They want to go for this kill off the tower by Lycan. Lycan is not done yet though, has his ultimate as well. Wants to wait until the Shrek is out of mana. Wow! That's nice. Sorry. Yes. Windrunner is going to be able to back out from this one. And then what we saw there was just yeah, Leshrac taking 800 damage, because I do believe he's level 3 right now. Yes. Taking 800 damage from killing off the Necronomical Warrior. And that's just so much damage. That is unbelievable. And Enchantress stole the wrong one, she stole the Archer. Well, it is a nice one, I guess. But it's not the one that gives that much damage. Not the one that would have kept Leshrac longer in play. Echo Slam, Blinken, Dream Coil. We already have Leshrac down, Omni Knight down, and Enchantress fighting for all life, but going down as well. Frostbite on the Lone Druid wants to try to get away from that one. Gets shackled though. Crystal Maiden ulti helping out there as well. Power Shot misses. Doesn't matter. Lycan finishes the job, getting a double kill. Shadow Demon on the running, being the last one alive, and goes down here as well. Triple kill here for PowerNet on his Lycan. And that is going to be a team wipe in favor of Mouse, where Wolves just went down and it wasn't able to do anything against that initiation from Mouse.
Dire's bottom tower.
Shout out to Angela. There we go. There you go, Angela. Shout out. But that's just the initiation from Sexy Bamboo on his Earthshaker combined with the Dream Coil. There's just nobody that can do anything. There's just nobody that can do anything from Wolves to be able to deal with that. Look at Leshrac just dropping like a fly. We'd want to take on the last hit. And the Nino actually has to back off. Doesn't get shackled here. Will be able to back off here as Mouse will try to force them back. Omni Knight, who got that much farm at the start, is not able to do anything against his lineup. He is more as a support, as a, well, he can't really deal with the lineup of Mouse. Demonic Purge up on the Windrunner. And she will be able to back off. 4 stuff helping out, and the barracks actually went down. And in the meantime, they go on to the middle lane. Shackle, Legend, Enchantress going down. Crystal Main taking the last kill for that. It is on a killing spree right now. Silence upon the Omni Knight as he's trying to get away from that one. Trying to get away from the silence, trying to get away from the team fight. Tower still drops though. Bear's trying to get an entangle, doesn't get it though. Shackle on the Omni Knight. Dream Coil once again, hits on 4. Pipe up on the Dire side. Lycan in the mix there as well though. He has his BKB by the way, just in case. Will be putting the disruption. In the meantime, Crystal Main is going to be on the run from the Lone Druid. We'll probably drop, we will see that later, as we will just watch Lycan just trying to get some damage off. And actually backs off now. It's seemingly afraid for the damage that Leshrac can put off. And it's going to TP out of there, and stun won't latch in time anymore. Crystal Main actually did drop to the Lone Druid. As Yeah, Lone Druid ended Crystal Maiden's killing spree. Nice shockwave once again as Black is trying to get away from that one. Demonic Purge up on him as well. Disruption. Star from the Shrek will be there to finish it up. And there goes Black. Echo Slam though. Windrunner still alive, actually 37 HP. Taxi Bamboo killing off the Shadow Demon. Windrunner still fighting for her life. And will be able to get away. PowerNet back here as well. Wants to go for the Omni Knight. Is getting stunned, but that won't stop him because he is mighty fast. He will chase down S4. Will just try to do a couple of crits. And just a couple right clicks away. Stun Light is only on the Necronomicon Archer. Omni Knight still going down to the Wolves of the Lycan as we see Lycan getting entangled. Gonna try to get away from this one. Leshrac is back up, or at least is up again. Actually kills off the Lycan. But the Aegis is there, so he will be up again, and he will be able to be getting away from that one. He's 1 second away from this wolf form. Actually, might turn around if they wanted to chase that one, and he does turn around. But oh, Leshrac, Shackle doesn't light Frostbite, and that's one more right click from dying. We actually see PowerNet waiting. What's he doing? What's he doing? There's a pause. Missed. What did he miss? There we go. Enchantress is one of the heroes still left up for the Dire team now. Getting a Dream Coil up on her. Trying to do some damage. Phase Shift is there for the puck. Disruption gonna try to save her life. Shackle does not latch. Demonic Purge. Enchantress going down in first. Lycan still alive, but still very slow. He's got his ultimate in 6 seconds, but is not fast enough yet. Or does he have it soon? Yeah, well, he will be able to use it for the Shadow Demon if he still wants to use it. He can just chase it down. There he goes. Puck actually taking the last hit for that one as Lone Druid is trying to chase down Crystal Main once again, but the Fisher will make sure that he doesn't. And he will have to give up right now. Echo Slam being used there as well. Pipe is up though, and there goes Lycan killing off the Lone Druid, and Crystal Maiden actually staying alive. Come on, the bear.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Nice one. Crystal Maiden staying alive. Fisher, Leshrac taking a lot of damage, popping up his Ghost Scepter. Will be able to stay alive. That's one good counter for the Lycan. I mean, you can't really do a lot. He can't really do a lot if you're in a Ghost Scepter. And we have a GG well played coming out from Wolves as Enchantress will drop here still. And yeah, it's indeed well played from both teams, but Mouse just too strong for Wolves this time. Shackle doesn't flash because the disruption was there in time. We will still go down. Windrunner's power shot taking the last hit, and that is going to be the second win for Mousesports as they take 2 wins in this GosuLeague match. So they take 2 points home, and they will continue to lead the way because I believe they were also the team that got 2 points over the weekend for the first play day. So they continue to take the lead in GosuLeague, and go straight for more battle points. So, but yeah, they definitely took this win very convincingly, and of course part of that is this Lycan working out great for them. Actually, PowerNet being a great support, being a great stand-in for both of these matches with his Morphling as well as his Lycan dominating the game. Omni Knight actually still finishes off Earthshaker. Where did that happen? Oh, that happened here. Not your base. Silence. But there's a recall as well. Nova. He might actually kill off some people. I know he goes down first. Enchantress using a phase shift to get away from the Omni Knight. Omni Knight, who is gonna heal himself, pops his ulti Guardian Angel, but won't survive. Puck taking the last hit. Manus. As we are waiting for everybody to disconnect or until this ancient goes down, and then we will have our end stream. Like I said, this was a game for GosuLeague. My name is Sheever. I am a GosuGamers caster. Go check out GosuGamers.net for your esports information. Not just for Dota 2, also for other games. But if you go to Dota 2 tab, you can also see the link to the GosuLeague, and you'll be able to see every standing of the league and every match, how they went, and some extra information on the teams as well, if you're interested in that. You can find more information about me on SheeverGaming.com, so go check that out as well, like for where my YouTube is, where my Facebook is, stuff like that. And I believe that were all GosuLeague matches for this evening, as I will let you look at this screen for a little while longer, because of course a lot of people want to see this, who got what. And we actually, you know, last time the support of Wolves only had boots at the end. just only the boots. This time he has a lot more, as we can see. So GG for him. Even though he's still well, died less than previous game as well. 35 for 17 is the end score for this game. With Lycan taking 16 of those kills home, and only died once. Only died once. So great play from both teams, but Mouse definitely securely taking the win for these matches. As I'm going to switch overlay so we don't see a password, and I'm going to find out what's up next.